Hello students, in today's class we'll be doing sums that is based on ranking. Now you must be thinking, what is ranking? Actually, these sums are reasoning based sums. Now what is reasoning? Reasoning means process of thinking about something and then making judgment. Now I have always observed that the main problems come while solving the sum when you do not read it properly. Because if you read the sum and understand its meaning, you'll be able to solve it. So these reasoning based sums help you in this way. You have to read the sum properly, then you understand what you get the idea from that, and then you solve that sum. So this is the example of a sum that we'll be solving today, which is based on ranking. And to solve it, you need to read the question very properly. If you read the question, amongst the 5 students P, Q, R, S, T scores more than Q but less than R. So, in this question we are being given that there are 5 students P, Q, R, S, T, and we have been given an idea that T gets more marks than Q. That means T is greater than Q but less than R. But this T is less than R. Then comes S scores less marks than only R. S will score less marks than R only. That means S के जो marks सिर्फ R से ही कम है, बाकी किसी से कम नहीं. The next line is that Q scores 70 marks. Q marks is 70, and the one who scores highest, that means जिसके highest marks है, we do not know who is the highest. They have scored 80 marks, whereas P scores 65 marks. So here we have been given an idea. According to this idea, we will have to make a series of ranking of all these students. Now if I go through this ranking, the first thing comes that T has greater marks than Q, whereas T has less marks than S, and S only scores less marks than R. So if S scores only less marks than R, that means R will be on the topmost position, followed by S, then here comes that T scores 65 marks and Q scores 75 marks. The next thing that we need to add here is that we need to see the relationship between R and T. We know that T is less than R. So it could be that we take here that T will have less marks than S. Now why I have taken this condition? It is because here I have got an idea that Q has 70 marks. And if Q has 70 marks, so it is going to be greater than P. So on that context, I have taken T here because T is greater than Q. Then the next here will be Q followed by P. Now here I have used a simple criteria First of all, I have written in short form that what has been given to me, and then using a logical reasoning, I have placed all these people at different ranks. As I knew that only S was less than R, so I placed R on the topmost rank, followed by S. Then I could have placed P here. यहाँ पर P आ सकता था. But it is also given that T is greater than Q. And Q has 70 marks, whereas P has 65 marks. Therefore, obviously T will come first, followed by Q, and then at the last P. Now, once this ranking is being made, we have to read the questions. The first question is, who among the following scored the third highest marks? So now if we see here, who has scored the third highest marks? Number 1 is R, number 2 is S, and number 3 is T. So answer number 1 is T. So another question is, which of the following are the possible marks of S? Now, we know that we have been given that the marks of P is 65, marks of Q is 70, and the highest marks, that is R, is 80. So what could be the marks of S in this case? So it is going to be around 75, because 81 is not possible. 68 and 69 are less than Q. 85 is also not possible, so the only option left is 75. So this is how you can solve different questions of ranking. So this is how you have to solve the question of ranking. So thank you for today. Bye.